Hello and welcome. Steel yourself for 30 captivating questions ready to expand your mind. Which planet is known as the Red Planet? Venus, Mars, Jupiter. The correct answer is Mars. Here's an interesting fact. Mars is called the Red Planet because of its iron-rich, rusty surface. What is the largest planet in our solar system? Saturn, Earth, Jupiter. The correct answer is Jupiter. Here's an interesting fact. Jupiter is the biggest planet, with a mass over 300 times that of Earth. What is the name of the galaxy we live in? Andromeda, Milky Way, Orion. The correct answer is Milky Way. Here's an interesting fact. Our solar system is part of the Milky Way galaxy. What is the closest planet to the Sun? Mercury, Venus, Earth. The correct answer is Mercury. Here's an interesting fact. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun and has extremely high temperatures. Which planet has rings around it? Mars, Saturn, Neptune. The correct answer is Saturn. Here's an interesting fact. Saturn is famous for its bright and beautiful rings made of ice and rock. Which planet is known as Earth's twin? Venus, Jupiter, Mars. The correct answer is Venus. Here's an interesting fact. Venus is called Earth's twin because of its similar size and composition. Which is the smallest planet in our solar system? Mercury, Pluto, Mars. The correct answer is Mercury. Here's an interesting fact. Mercury is the smallest planet since Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet. What is the name of the first human to walk on the moon? Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, Yuri Gagarin. The correct answer is Neil Armstrong. Here's an interesting fact. Neil Armstrong became the first person to walk on the moon in 1969 during the Apollo 11 mission. What is the hottest planet in the solar system? Mercury, Venus, Mars. The correct answer is Venus. Here's an interesting fact. Venus has a thick atmosphere that traps heat, making it the hottest planet. Which planet is tilted on its side and spins differently from other planets? Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus. The correct answer is Uranus. Here's an interesting fact: Uranus rotates on its side, possibly due to a past collision with a large object. Which planet is famous for having the Great Red Spot? Saturn, Mars, Jupiter. The correct answer is Jupiter. Here's an interesting fact: Jupiter's Great Red Spot is a massive storm that has been raging for centuries. What is the name of the dwarf planet that was once considered the ninth planet? Ceres, Eris, Pluto. The correct answer is Pluto. Here's an interesting fact: Pluto was classified as a planet until 2006, when it was redefined as a dwarf planet. What force keeps planets in orbit around the Sun? Magnetism, gravity, wind. The correct answer is gravity. Here's an interesting fact: gravity keeps planets in orbit around the Sun and prevents them from floating away. Which planet has the most moons? Saturn, Jupiter, Mars. The correct answer is Saturn. Here's an interesting fact: Saturn has over 80 moons, including Titan, the second largest moon in the solar system. What do astronauts wear in space to survive? Lab coat, space suit, diving suit. The correct answer is spacesuit. Here's an interesting fact: spacesuits protect astronauts from extreme temperatures and lack of oxygen in space. What is a black hole? A hole in space. A planet without air. A region of space with strong gravity. The correct answer is a region of space with strong gravity. Here's an interesting fact: black holes have gravity so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. What is the name of Earth's only natural satellite? Mars, Moon, Europa. The correct answer is Moon. Here's an interesting fact: the Moon is Earth's only natural satellite and affects ocean tides. Which planet is known for its strong winds and deep blue color? Uranus, Neptune, Mercury. The correct answer is Neptune. Here's an interesting fact: Neptune has the fastest winds in the solar system, reaching over 1,200 miles per hour. What is the name of the spacecraft that took the first humans to the moon? Apollo 11, Voyager 1, Hubble. The correct answer is Apollo 11. Here's an interesting fact: Apollo 11 was the NASA mission that landed the first humans on the moon. Which space telescope has provided incredible images of distant galaxies? James Webb, Hubble, Voyager 2. The correct answer is Hubble. Here's an interesting fact. The Hubble Space Telescope has captured amazing images of deep space since 1990. What do we call a rock from space that enters Earth's atmosphere and burns up? Meteorite, asteroid, meteor. The correct answer is meteor. Here's an interesting fact. A meteor, or shooting star, burns up when it enters Earth's atmosphere. What do we call a large space rock that orbits the Sun? Meteor, asteroid, comet. The correct answer is asteroid. Here's an interesting fact. Asteroids are rocky objects that orbit the Sun, mostly found in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. What is the brightest object in the night sky after the Moon? Mars, Venus, Sirius. The correct answer is Venus. Here's an interesting fact. Venus is the brightest planet in the night sky and is often called the evening star. What is the Sun mostly made of? Oxygen, hydrogen and helium, rock and metal. The correct answer is hydrogen and helium. Here's an interesting fact. The Sun is a massive ball of hydrogen and helium gases that produce energy. What is the name of the first artificial satellite sent into space? Apollo, Sputnik, Voyager. The correct answer is Sputnik. Here's an interesting fact. Sputnik was launched by the Soviet Union in 1957, marking the start of the space age. Which planet has a surface covered in iron oxide, giving it a red color? Venus, Mars, Jupiter. The correct answer is Mars. Here's an interesting fact. Mars appears red because of the iron oxide, or rust, on its surface. What is the name of the rover that landed on Mars in 2021? Curiosity, Opportunity, Perseverance. The correct answer is Perseverance. Here's an interesting fact. NASA's Perseverance rover landed on Mars in 2021 to search for signs of ancient life. What is the coldest place in the solar system? Neptune,